One of our next guests made a major sacrifice just to keep health insurance for his family. He's one of 190 people in New York's Long Island who've hit on what they think is a winning formula for getting through this recession and getting a job. As you're going to see, it calls for networking, counseling, support, laughter, and even a horse. So I promise we're going to explain the horse shortly. It's called the Long Island Breakfast Club and was founded in the town of Hempstead. With us tonight is club founder Valentina Janek, Jim Altamori, a construction worker who's also making money from his passion for singing, Robert Wu, he volunteers for months at the company that ultimately gave him a job, and Howie Sadowski, salesman for Jared Jewelry, who took the job and a drastic pay cut to preserve health benefits for his family. So Howie, after you lost your job, you ended up taking this new job, pays you $65,000 less than what you used to make just so you could have health coverage for your families. That is clearly, that must have been a huge sacrifice.
Yes, it was, but the medical benefits that was offered by Jared, the Gallery of Jewelry, was huge. And in order to keep my family covered, I thought it was the best move to make. As far as the financial stress that we're under as a result, banks are willing to work, mortgage companies are willing to work, every place where we owe money to is willing to work with us. But with those benefits, it just gives us a little bit of a less of the stress, a reason for not having to depend on paying almost $15,000 to $20,000 a year on health insurance.
Well, it's great that your fund lender is willing to work with
makes
you.
It that
yeah, Valentina, Howie and his wife both lost their jobs, but after they joined the job club that you founded, which is the Long Island Breakfast Club, they both found employment. Why do you think you have such a success rate?
I believe we have a success rate because we're a grassroots organization that is actually acting as a recession buster. And we get people to think out of the box, and they join us, and we provide camaraderie, we can provide advice, and we also provide laughter, which is very important when you're going through job loss.
And do people pay to be part of this club?
Well, we really just take a slight donation to help pay for the breakfast and provide very good advice and very, very good printed information to help you connect to others in the business world to try to get a job by meeting presidents.
Robert, you landed a job in a very non-traditional way. You actually started volunteering at a company for free. How'd that work out for you?
Yeah, I actually was interviewing at Dale Carnegie Long Island for a job. They said, we don't have any jobs now, but how'd you like to coach for us? So I said, yeah, why not? So after about 6 months of coaching, I was actually given a full-time job opportunity to work for Dale Carnegie Long Island.
Is that something you'd recommend for other people if they're able to pay themselves for that amount of time?
Well, I think if you have a passion for doing things like that, and this is something that I've worked on in the past. I was a Dale Carnegie graduate about 30 years ago, and something I like to do. So I didn't mind doing it, but it just happened that there was a full-time job opening that came up after volunteering for 6 months.
Jim, part of what you say makes this club work is sharing life experiences with other people, hearing their stories, telling them your stories, so you can literally learn from one another. You say that if you're unemployed, you have nothing to lose, that you need to take what you love to do and try to figure out how to make money doing just that. How did you turn your passion into a second-paying job?
Well, years ago, I took a look inside and said, you know, I'm doing a 9-to-5 job and making a living. But I want to do something that makes me happy and gives me a chance to express myself. And singing was it. And I began on that road a number of years ago, and it actually became a secondary income stream. So I would urge everyone to take a look in these times. You have nothing to lose, especially if you're unemployed. Take a shot. Look inside your heart. Look at your hobbies. You may be able to turn one of those into a secondary stream of income, which could lessen the blow as you work on the other side.
Howie, Valentina has said that the job market has changed. Searching for a job, it's not like it used to be. How do you see it as different?
Well, for the group in the Long Island Breakfast Club, we're all pretty much professionals that have been in or out of the job force for a long time, but we all have a vast amount of knowledge in our different areas of work and expertise where we're from. To go and find a job now today, companies are not looking for people to give them a high salary because of what they know. They would rather, I think they would rather hire someone of younger or maybe even out of college for a lot less money as opposed to hiring people like such as ourselves. So it makes it very difficult But the fact that we have the group behind us, the fact that we have the comradeship that we have, it helps us cope with what's going on. And for us, when we do find a job, if we have to take the pay cut and take the medical packages that go with it, I suggest we do. And go along in those lines.
Robert, the reason you were searching for a job was because you decided to be a stay-at-home dad and were out of work for 3 years. How did that help or hurt you when you actually came back into the workforce?
Well, it kind of hurt because I might have waited a little bit too long. I took off 4 years ago, about almost 5 years ago, from Starbucks. I was traveling about 90% of the time. And I decided that enough traveling, I want to focus more on my family and devote full time to my children for about a year, year and a half, 2 years. That actually got extended to 4 years because I couldn't find a job. So about 2 years into it, I started looking for a job, but I still, in my job search, felt that family was number one for me. So the job I searched for was allowed me to have balance with my work as well as my family.
Yeah, being on the road 95%, that's just that's crazy. Valentina, we're interviewing you from the stable. We've been talking about this horse because one of the more popular members of your club is this horse. What's Oopsie's role?
Well, the Lakewood Stables here in West Hempstead reached out to the Breakfast Club when they heard what we were doing. And our club is all about keeping people positive out of jobs. And Alex, the owner, gave us a horse to lease so that our members, when they go on an interview and they're stressing out, can come to the horse stable and free their mind. And if they feel bad about an interview, Oopsie makes them better. And we actually had a contest. The membership named the horse, and Oopsie is really our mascot and keeps us going. When we're a little down, we're at this horse ranch, and it's a fabulous situation. It really is.
Well, when the recession is over, maybe you can change Oopsie's name. It'll be something more positive or Yahoo. Exactly, says Ali Velshi. Jim, we talked to you earlier about turning your love of music into more than a hobby. Now helps you pay the bills. You got a national audience. I hate to put you on the spot, but can we hear, I don't know, a little Sinatra or something?
Sure you can. And by the way, I'm going to take advantage of the national audience and show you my latest CD, License to Swing, which is available at my website, jimaltimore.com. This is another way you get a income. In any event, yeah, here's a favorite Sinatra song. I've got the world on a string, sitting on a rainbow. Got the string around my finger. What a world, what a life, I'm in love.
Nice.
I've got a song that I sing. I can make the rain go anytime I move my finger.
All right.
Lucky me, can't you see I'm in love?
Very nice. Very well done. Nice job there.
Thank you. Well, thank you.
Valentina, Janek, Robert Wu, Howie Sadowski, Jim Altamori, I wish you the best of luck in all of your future endeavors. Thanks very much. Appreciate it.